Hi, Queen Phoneme. You here to help me out?
Obvi,
Obvi.
short for obviously.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one out. But we've got actually some pretty hard words today here.
How so?
Well, we're looking at short O words, and often short O words, well, if they're short O, they can be really long.
Oh,
Yeah. And when they're shorter, well, they tend to either have the long O sound or they tend to have like a bossy R in them. So some of our words today are kind of a bit of a challenge to keep them short or to keep them as just short O sound itself. Let's bring the camera in closer and we'll take a look at some as we stretch them out. You know, Queen Phoneme, when we read out words, we always read in this direction. And we're going to mark some of the vowels and the consonants on here.
okay, you better lead us through this one.
Yeah, this first word's actually a bit tricky because even though it has that short O sound, it's also got this bossy R next to it. So it makes more of an R sound. Or. Then we have the ah. And then we've got a silent E, which kind of doesn't do anything. Usually these silent E's at the end make one of the letters say its name, but it doesn't make either of these vowels say O or A. Anyways, let's sound out this word. We've got or, a, n, j. And then that one's silent. Orange, 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 orange. Like the color or the fruit. Orange.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite fruits. Well, wait a second, this one looks tricky as well.
Yeah, it is, Queen Phoneme. Again, we have a short O, but it doesn't really make the aw sound because of the W. When we have this OW together, it makes more of an ow.
What'd you hurt yourself?
No. And then we have our L. Oh. So our W doesn't go w, and our O doesn't really go aw. They kind of together go ow. And so we end up with this owl. 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 You get a little bit of a W sound in there. Owl. The bird. Owl.
Wow, that was tricky. Okay, I know this word. I've even met this creature. I know it's a long one, but I think I can manage this.
All right, you want to go try and try that?
Sure. Oh, do you think you could mark the vowels for me, though, first?
Sure. This is a short O going aw. But this is a long O going O. And this is a short U going So we've got an aw, O,
Can you maybe do those consonants too?
Yeah, I can do the consonants. Yeah. We got a hard C, k, and a T, t, and a P, p, and an S, s.
Oh, that's a lot of sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sounds. I still think I can do it.
All right, you ready? Go for it.
Yep. A, k, t, o, p, s.
All right, maybe you could word chunk that.
All right, I could try that. Oct, oct, o, puss, octopus, octopus, octopus.
Hey, you got it, Queen Phoneme. Nice job.
Yeah, and thanks for holding my hand through that.
Well, you're welcome. Okay, our next one's a bit tricky as well.
Oh, you better do it then.
All right. So again, we don't really have so much of an aw sound. This beginning is more like a of sound. And then we have the short E, eh. We do, of course, hear that V, and the N at the end. But instead of aw, n, it's of, n, oven, where you might cook your food.
Or in my case, where cook cooks my food. Oh, this looks like another tricky one.
Yeah, it can be, because again, we're not really getting the short O, aw. And often OA will give it a long O. And then you've got the bossy R in there. So it's not really aw, and it's not really O, It's more just together with that bossy R. Or. That A is almost silent. Or. And you can hear the R, and you can hear the S. S. This is what you use to row a boat with. Oars, oars, oars. The oars in a boat.
That was a tricky one. I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, I know. That's why we do this.
Hey, does this one at least make the short O sound?
Actually, it does. It's a name, but it does. The O is going to go aw. Our I is going to go I. And then we got a bossy R in here where we're going to hear a little bit more of the R than we are the E. We've got the consonant L, and our V, and our R, which is really a bossy R,
All right, then let me try it.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. A, O, I, V, Oliver. Oliver, that's like a guy's name. Oliver.
Right. Oliver. Good job, Queen Phoneme.
Thank you.
That's it for our words, stretching them out.